Hello everyone, bootbot here, back with another review. This time we're reviewing the Mizuno Rebula 2 made in Japan version in the passion red colorway, which was launched for the 2018 World Cup in Russia. We'll get straight into the review. Mizuno is a Japanese brand, very well known for their premium kangaroo leather boots. They make two top-end boots. They usually make a mass-produced Indonesian version, and then they've got the made in Japan version, which adds that bit more handmade and a little bit more premium. It does come with a more premium price, which is what I've got here. I've been wearing these for about 3 weeks now. I did put in a lot of time, and I'll try to get into as much detail as I can for you guys. Now, just going over the tech specs very quickly. They have a kangaroo leather upper, which goes all the way from this seam here all the way around, toe box, you can see the leather there, and then it finishes there, and then it's mesh material at the back, heel cup, and it's got a soft synthetic suede liner, mesh tongue, and then it's got what they call the CT frame, which is this memory foam that goes inside like a skeleton, which is there to help with the control of the ball. That's why it's called a CT frame, CT standing for control, and also it's to reinforce the leather so it doesn't overstretch. Does a really nice job, and it's got an internal heel cup there. I don't see many boots these days with an external heel cup anymore. It's got the same stud pattern and the sole plate from the previous model. Stabilizer studs in the back 4 and the 2 out here. Mostly these oval shaped studs, halfway between like obviously a molded and a bladed stud. You got 3 studs in the middle with the toe pick stud there, and then an extra screw to help with the durability to obviously prevent sole separation, which happens around this area usually. Now, just going to my experience with the boots, as I said, I've had them for a while, and I still weren't able to break them in completely. Actually, it was my left boot. There is where I got my blister during a game test, so I had to change out of them mid-game. But in terms of the way it feels, it's a little bit tighter than the previous version. I'm not sure if you had the previous version before, but if you had, these are a little bit more narrow. Not to say that you should go a size up or down, or even half size up, half down. I wouldn't recommend that. I just think these are a little bit more narrower, but they will stretch, I believe. And yeah, look, still a great boot, but that was just the one thing that I've noticed, that it was a little bit narrower than the previous version. In terms of the CT frame, they have changed a little bit. In fact, what I'll do is I'll show you my Rebula ones. It's got a CT frame that goes around all the way. For me, in fact, it's got a little bit more leather too. All that's leather in the heel as well. And the CT frame is pretty much consistent in terms of, I'm not sure if you can see in the forefoot, but in terms of the size, the thickness, it's pretty much the same all the way through. Whereas the Rebula 2s have 2 pieces actually. You've got 1 piece there in the, I guess, the outside, and then you got another piece here in the toe box, and goes around, and once it gets to the inside, it's much thicker. I believe the idea is because you get more touches in the inside than any other part of the boot. And obviously to control it when you receive a pass, the thickness is thicker to help you with that, and yeah, I think they've done a great job. CT frame won't improve your touch. Like if you've got a bad touch, no boot out there is going to help you improve that, but I guess it will add to it. It does cushion the ball nicely along with the soft leather, and I do believe it does help. Won't improve it, but it will help. Another thing I want to talk about is this mesh tongue, which they swapped out from a normal, I guess, tongue they had in the previous version. That's how thick it is. Covers your midfoot, starts inside the boot, goes all the way around. I'm not a big fan. I think it does add unnecessary bulk, but in terms of the feel on the ball, doesn't feel different to any other, tongue that's on the soccer boot. So I wouldn't say It's bad, just personally I didn't mind it. Something I also want to talk about is the insole, which is quite dirty. The liner they've got on the top, it's almost like very soft sandpaper, and it grips your sock really nicely, better than any other insole that comes with the boot. Even better than the Nike grips. I don't think Nike grip insoles do anything, whereas these actually do, but they do wear out quite quickly. And yeah, one thing I also wanted to add is the lace holes. If you see that there, it's very similar to what they've got in the Morelli Neos, which is the wave lacing system. I think that particular boot, the Morelli Neos, have the best lockdown out of all the boots that I've tried. I haven't tried everything out there, but in terms of the ones I've tried, I think they do have the best lockdown. And that's what they look like, and they've got a little bit more, but I think that's an attempt at it. Doesn't do a great job, but I thought it would be worth a mention. But in conclusion, these are great boots. Compared to its previous model, they have made minor changes in the tongue. The thickness of the frame, I guess less leather, I think that's to reduce the weight. I haven't weighed these, so I'm not sure if they're lighter, but they're not heavy at all. And yeah, look, the result is a great boot. It's another solid boot from Mizuno. Cannot complain. Again, personally don't enjoy the tongue, but doesn't impact your ability or my comfort at all. Just a slight bulk, something that does take time to get used to, I think. Otherwise, yeah, well done to Mizuno for making really great boots again. It was, I think personally, it was hard to top the previous model, but these definitely do top them, and once they are broken in, I have no doubt these will be one of my favorite boots. At the moment, I'm not quite sure because they're not quite broken in. Might do a do another, I guess, catch-up review once they're broken in. Anyways, guys, that is it for my review. If you liked my video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you do have wide feet like me or high arch feet and you want more reviews on boots out there, please subscribe to my channel. Please comment below if you have any opinions or any questions, and I'll try to answer them as quick as I can. Otherwise, guys, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you with the next review.